Hello, welcome to another unwrapping. This time it's the latest Doctor Who Blu-ray collection, season 22, Colin Baker. And there's a lot of good ones in this, some quite nasty bits as well. When you consider it's the mid-80s, of all the high colour and this awful coat he had to wear and question marks and all the Nathan Turner-ness. There's some quite dark stuff in this box set, as we can already see from the cover here. So go through this. I'm going to show you all the DVDs that it replaces. So we're looking at the art, the inside, the booklet. We're looking at all the DVDs it replaces, which is all this lot. And what DVDs are there still left with Colin Baker? So let's get into it. Let's do the back first. You may wish to pause and just have a quick look at what's on the back. There's a lot of extras on here, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've got Attack of the Cybermen, Vengeance on Varros, The Mark of the RANI, The Two Doctors, Timelash, Revelation of the Daleks. So that's fantastic. There's a load on here. In fact, I ordered this so long ago. I'd nearly until I saw a few things on the internet about in this last week or so, I'd nearly forgotten or given up hope that we were going to get the thing. I thought, is it going to be one of these where we're waiting? I'm hoping that they're just holding back now with the 60th coming up, that they might do this black and white set, you know, from one of the very early Doctors, from Troughton or Hartnell would be really nice, wouldn't it now? So we've nearly got a complete Doctor seasons, because we've already got the previous. There we are. Well, no, not the previous. This one's the previous. We've got the next season as well, already out on Blu-ray. So who's going to be next? Let's do a Doctor that we haven't had a box set for yet. So as usual, it comes in this sort of cardboard. Can easily get damaged, sort of thing. So I just leave that in my bookcase, really. So again, really nice artwork, isn't it? Lovely. It sort of really captures him, doesn't it? His sort of personality there. Perry? Perry? Ah. Chameleon circuit. Actually working, maybe? Okay, here we go. Oh, Perry! Oh no, Perry's fallen over. You leave her alone. Oh, Perry, please. Yeah. So, it's in full 1980s regalia. But again, beautiful, isn't it? They always do these so well. That's why they're worth having, these box sets. I like to straighten them up. So there we are. So Attack of the Cyberman. Cybermen is the first one. Vengeance on Varos. That's a nasty one, isn't it? Oh, Vengeance on Varros. On 2 discs. Okay. So I had the special edition, which was on 2 discs. So that was DVD. So maybe they even put more on, who knows. Mark of the RANI, she makes a reappearance after that dreadful Sylvester McCoy one. This one's a lot better. And of course the Master's back. 2 Doctors with Patrick Troughton and Jamie. And Servalan, but not Servalan. Really, really good episode that. I love that one. And there he is. So that's on 2 discs as well. We've got a lot in here. We have got a lot. There's Avon, not as Avon. Timelash. And let's see. Another face from the past. A companion, but now not a companion. Revelation of the Daleks. Is that her? No, that's not her. Sorry, mixing up with somebody else. No, that's not her. And again, a particularly nasty one as well. It's got some real... Oh, whoa. Pow, it's 1980s. Ta-da. Get your shell suits out. So there's the actual discs. Nice artwork on them. And the right artwork, unlike one of my box sets where I had the completely wrong artwork on it all. And again, this is closing using the hook and eye fasteners. Another really nice picture there. Let's just tilt that upwards slightly. That's nice, isn't it? Ah, there we are. I actually went to Doctor Exhibition in Cardiff and saw this. So they had a mock-up of quite a few. They had quite a few consoles, and they had David Tennant's entire TARDIS there. It's brilliant. Cybermen actually in the TARDIS. That's why I think they missed a trick on the Jodie Whittaker one recently, because they had angels in the TARDIS, didn't they? I mean, for things that can quantum lock and send you back through time, imagine if they sent the TARDIS back through time and it's a time machine and caused some sort of paradox. I think they missed a trick on that one, but that was one of the only good episodes in that, really. So again, we've got adverts for this, whatever this is. Oh, enamel badges. Companion set. There's lots and lots of merchandise these days. There wasn't when I was growing up. In fact, we thought ourselves very lucky when years and years and years later we just managed to get a few VHSs of the episodes, because we couldn't even see them on the TV. It was that bad back in the day. If you didn't see the episode when it was released, you missed it, and you'd be talking to people at school trying to find out what happened and think, oh no, I missed it. And video recorders, oh no, video recorders were around, weren't they then? 85, yeah. Yeah, I had a video recorder by then, but before that. So again, yeah, really nice 80s colours and half-wrapped Perry. In fact, she's got the same shorts on here. Not different top there. And it's going to fall over again now. Why did I lean against sill? There we go. So I'm just going to show you each page, just in case you're not buying the set and you'd like to know what there is inside, so you can pause and have a read at your leisure if you wish to. So here we go. You can pause there and have a read if you want to. And these are always done so well. Look at the artwork. Nice lot of work has gone into these. Lots of nice work. Reminds me of the Sensorites a little bit, that one. So Vengeance on Varros, I mean, it was 1984, isn't it? George Orwell's 1984, right? Bleak dystopian future where everyone's controlled. Does that ring a bell, anyone? And you're forced to watch the TV and see executions, and that's your entertainment. The only thing they don't have is a war against Australasia. And the Doctor sort of lands in the middle of it. And you nearly see the Doctor die on screen at the end of one of the cliffhangers. Oh, and of course this one, filmed in Spain, was out of the two Doctors, was so good. I mean, to have Servalan, what's her name, Jacqueline Pearce in it as well, was a real treat. The guy that played Shockeye, though, I think he was the star of the whole thing. He was the one that prepared all the meals specially. And he even took Patrick Troughton out and they went to a restaurant. They ordered everything on the entire menu and ate everything on the entire menu. It's like Man Meets Food, but in the 80s. Oh, there's Servalan. There she is. Whee! I know there's an interview with her on here, but it's quite an old one. So obviously she's not with us anymore, unfortunately. Or is Patrick Troughton. But I'm so glad they reprised their Doctors, you know. And there he is. He's changed. He now wants food. I won't spoil it too much, just in case you're buying this without knowing what's going on. And some dreadful Sontarans. I think I remember seeing them in the Longley exhibition. and thinking how awful they looked. Because the original ones, you know, the one when they're out in the Mendips, what was it? When he's testing the humans, that was a Sarah Jane Smith and John Pertwee episode. So it's Sontaran Experiment. I mean, Lynx, he looked brilliant. But they looked terrible. It looks like a really badly fitting mask from a joke shop, didn't it? And these kept moving as well. I mean, this is meant to be like the most sensitive part, you know, hit the back, you kill them with a little stopper thing. And it's just loosely hanging around the necks, you know, it's just not good. Really, oh, you might want to, pause and read. This is 4K, so you should be able to get a big enough zoom of it if you need to. Again, nice thick pages, beautiful photos. There's Avon. In fact, he did lots and lots of roles over in Avon over the years, but I think that's when we all remember him from. Selling cosmetics door to door. And Revelation of the Daleks, again, really nasty, where I think she sees her father gradually being turned into a Dalek, and he's in this sort of acrylic Dalek. Oh, there we go. It's sort of like this. He's gradually turning into it. His teeth are all metal. That's what got to me. His teeth are metal. And he was sort of half human and half Dalek, telling her to go away or kill him or something or the other. It's just horrible. And there's also another bit they got in trouble with on these was the Cyberman one. One of the guys gets his hands squashed by a Cyberman and they're all covered in blood. I think that sent the Merry White House alarm and a million letters to the BBC going off. You know, and Lexi Cell, of course, was a DJ, but all the songs had this phaser going all the way through every single track. I mean, you wouldn't have tuned into his radio station. It's just awful. It sounds like interference. Who'd want to listen to that? Now, another really nice presentation. No moans there. Yes, very nice. I think we'll keep the adverts in some form. Right, so let's see what we're replacing here. Okay, there. Okay, there. Let's put the other one there. So there's one that's not done yet, and it's this one. So this isn't on Blu-ray yet, because this is on the end of the Peter Davison series. This would be 21 then, this one, season 21. So he came in at the end. And of course he had lots of problems, didn't they, with strikes and all sorts of things. It sort of, and then it went off, and then on hiatus, didn't it, for a little while, and came back, and there's lots of reporting of whether it was going to be taken off air. And he had quite a tough time of it, really. And they were going to go to Blackpool on the beginning of this box set. Why don't we go to, you know, he was going to say Blackpool. And I love Blackpool. I love the Pleasure Beach. My main channel is called Mesmerland, and got a lot of footage of Blackpool over the years. Actually, I won't show you this one because this might come up yet. We're bound to do another Peter Davison one, aren't we, in the future, and it'll be on there. It's a bit confusing, isn't it? But that's not in these, and that's why, because it's in the Peter Davison one. Right, so let's do, in no particular order, the Sontaran Bad Mask Experiment. Oh no, the Two Doctors. I say brilliant acting here. This guy here, Shock Eye. I think, for me, he steals the show. His acting's fantastic. He's so into preparing all the different foods and everything for them. So that's more interesting than those stupid Sontarans wandering about. Much more interesting. You could have had them not in this and it would have still been brilliant. And of course it's slightly different on the DVDs, so you may wish to pause and have a read of these. Do you know what, the charity shops don't even take these now? I took a load to the charity shops. No DVDs? No. No CDs? I even took some Blu-rays. I went, no, don't want them. I was like, wow, someone would be really pleased with these. So I have a friend who will be having these. He enjoys a bit of Doctor Who as well. So lucky him getting all this lot for nothing. Out of all of them, this one doesn't... I haven't seen this one for quite a while. Yeah, after seeing the two Doctors one, that really... oh, God, that's so good. Anyway, there we are. Here's the next one. Timelash. This DVD contains several special bonus features. Does that mean there's an Easter egg on here? 2007 that one came out. Oh yes, one of these is on surround sound now, and there are some updated effects. It's just a shame that you don't... Seeing as they're, you know, maybe doing these for the last time, who knows? But why don't they do the whole lot? Why don't they do all of the special effects and update them, all the shots, everything? Rather than just a few bits or just one. Mind you, that's better than nothing. I guess it's a limited market. But these stories are better than a lot of the new ones. They're so well written as well, you see. Yeah, particularly nasty, this one. And again, Varros, I mean, when Michael Wisher played him, the mask was fantastic. But this is the Great Healer, isn't it? Is this the Great Healer one? Sure it is. When he's in like this perspex sort of tube going backwards and forwards. This is a good one. Good story. Lots of great bits in it. It's just telling you about them, not about what they're doing in it. There we are, saying goodbye to some old DVDs. And they're amazing. They even take them in a charity shop. I mean, they put £1 on each one of these. Imagine, you know, being like, I don't know, 8 years old and wandering through the charity shop and getting these with your paper round money and thinking, wow. You know, we had to watch it one episode a week and that was your lot. I mean, just for like £1 you could probably get it to watch at your leisure now, but there we are. Miniature moan. Oh god, yeah, this is the one with this sort of like head Cyberman who's got this massive bumpy head and he's overweight, the guy that plays it. It's really, really funny because as you get the side profile, I mean, I can't talk, I'm a fat person myself, but it's so funny. You can get on any of these pictures. When you get a, yeah, you can't really see it, you get a side profile, he's got this big pot belly. It's like, There's quite a few funny moments in this, and the head thing looks really strange. They keep trying to redesign the Cybermen over the years. I mean, the original ones, who they now call the Mondas Cybermen, like they're not the same at all now for some reason, are good. But then the next one in the Triton era, just with the mouth with a little bit that opened and it was a very robotic voice. If they just left them like that or made them the next ones with the teardrops, that's fine. I mean, everyone since then, I didn't like it. All the 80s ones, all the tubes, and then you could see the chin moving inside, and it was perfect. For me, they looked stupid, that chin bit. So it made it look like it was just an actor. I mean, if I was doing the Cyberman, I'd say, like, you just take the brain out and put it inside this special cavity, not a whole head inside. So there's some good moments in that. And some bits I think they got in trouble for. And isn't that the one with the organ in it? I think it is, isn't it? When the chameleon circuit seems to be working. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Mark of the RANI. Better than... I mean, she's a great actress. So it wasn't her fault. But the Sylvester McCoy one, when he's playing the spoons on her. And he's that ridiculous escape where he puts a scarf in front of her and she just looks befuddled and he just runs off. It was so... piss poor. So the only way is up. This is much better, this one. Much better. And Colin's got a nice sort of, he's got a seriousness to him that I liked in John Pertwee. some would say an arrogance, but I don't know if it's arrogance. I think it's just more. He comes across as more intellectual, which is how John Pertwee played him. He's quite a serious intellectual, who incidentally is my doctor. That was when I was growing up, when I first saw it. Although I probably did see some Patrick Troughton ones, but I was probably too young to even know what it was. Yeah, so Vengeance on Varros is... I watch it occasionally, but it gives me a nasty, unsettling feeling. It's all about corporate greed and what can happen. And it's sort of, in some respects, the way we could be heading ourselves if we don't watch out. Because a lot of things are our hopes and fears, aren't they? Like fantasies and stories like that. And this one is just like 1984, where you're controlled, dystopian. And Syl... he's just money making, just interested in money, didn't care about anyone at all, very, very corporate. It's always the thing with corporations, isn't it? It's always the graphs have always got to be going upwards, we've always got to be gaining. I don't know why, you just can't be happy that you're making a good profit, you've got a lot of employees, and it's just levelling out, it plateaus out. What's the problem with that? It's always got to be more and more and more and more and more. There's a lot of trouble with our human race. More people, more money, more this, more at the expense of the poor old planet. He says, buying some more commercial merchandise. Yeah, so this was the special edition on 2 discs. And this had a 5.1 anyway on this one. Anyway, there we are. So that's most of Colin Baker covered now on Blu-ray. Quite a lot to watch in this his first proper season, let's call it. There's still a lot of the hiatuses. He looks like he's aged about like 5 years in between these two, doesn't he? I think there was quite a gap there, on and off, wasn't there? But I really like the Try the Time Lord. I really like that with the Bisto lady. Anyway, so there we are. And let's hope it isn't too long. I guess it's the 60th the next one's going to come out, but come on, let's get more. I mean, we've had one. It's midsummer, well, not midsummer. It's the mid-year. It's actually not midsummer. So summer solstice today's longest day, which is official summer, isn't it? And you know, that's the only one we've had this year. So we're halfway through the year, and this is the only one. So come on, let's get a few more out. Let's have some black and white ones. Let's have a Troughton or Hartnell box set. Because I know I've seen a clip, and I know that what's her name? The one who went round on the TARDIS for a bum showing. She's doing Behind the Sofa on one of these. And of course, we have a space. I guess we know where it's going. Perry, you're in the way again. Move Perry and Syl. Move him out the way. Now, if you're wondering why I have kept this one, is because I don't think that all the extras will be on this one. I might be wrong, but there's a certain person who used to fix it for people who's on this one, and he fixed it for a young budding doctor to meet Sontarans in the TARDIS. And apart from who it is, that Jimmy Savile, of course, it's worth having because this little boy gets to act with the 2 Sontarans, and I think it's the actual ones from this. And of course, because it's Jimmy Savile, it's going to be removed, isn't it? So I'm keeping that one, although I can't think I'm going to play it very often, to be honest. But it's all part of the history. We can't wipe away all history, so I'm sure that young Doctor Who would always remember that. So there's its new space. Oh, that means you've got a bit there. So, although it's a different Doctor, I think we can put that one there. I think that'll have to do for now. There we are. So I did get a comment about not showing where it went in my last video, but of course usually I have to watch the box set before I put it away, but special this time, it goes there next to the Auton. Terror of the Autons. Scared me to death as a kid, that did. Anyway, there we are in its new place. Also, I have got a few new ones. I've got the Peter Cushing films on Blu-ray, and I've just got them, and now I realise that they're, well, I had one, but I've got two now. They're coming out on 4K soon. Whether they'll be much better or not, who knows, but I've got those two now. So they're early on. So that's how it looks at the present. And it goes up to the first, well, that's the special on Steelbook. I've done that one. 50th, coming up to 60th now, aren't we? And they've been filming in Bristol this last week or so. So I got to the first Peter Capaldi. I must get the other Peter Capaldis because I do like, what's her name? The girl with the extra chips. Billy, isn't it Billy? God, I'm terrible today with names. So I need to get two more. I don't think I'll be getting the Dr. Woke ones anytime soon. Bill Potts, that's it, isn't it? Bill Potts. So there we are, that's the state of my Doctor Who collection at the moment. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.